Hi guys, I know it's been a while since my last video, but I've been working like Billio, trying to get time off so that I could come down to the lovely Whiteacres, have a week, do some fishing and do some filming. So I literally just arrived an hour or so ago and I picked up my fishing tickets, and at the moment I'm just having a walk around the lakes. This is the famous Polowen, which has had many a match on it. Last time I fished it, if I look at the map here, I fished on peg 18, which is very deep water here. It says 7-8 foot. You're definitely hitting a good 8 foot of water. It wasn't easy on the pole, but chucking to the island, a lot of F1s, they got aerators on it dotted around, and casting to the aerators, it did result in a lot of good fish. Had some big perch as well and some monstrous F1s. And this is her. This is Lake One, this is Polowen. So I say Lake One, it just depends which way you come to it from. But I'm definitely going to be giving this one another shot because I really enjoyed myself on here last time. I think I might come into the shallows this time though, rather than the deeps. Because if I just bring you down here to one of the pegs, this is just one of the pegs down here. And as you can see here, you've got a lovely margin of reeds and rushes here you could fish up to. You've got, oh, little fish just rose down there. You've got the island chuck, which is literally, you'd probably reach it with 14 metres of pole, 15 metres of pole. And you've got open water over this way to the other side here. Pegs all around, but look, you can see fish rising here in these other pegs, which is a good sign. It shows that the fish are moving in the shallows. Last time I came it was autumn, very cold, a few fish bubbling down there as well in this peg. And it was hard, but chucking to the island, those aerators definitely resulted in bites. This time of year, I reckon the fish are bulking up now for spawning. It won't be long before they do start spawning. Ooh, another lake. So you got to edge your bets. Are they going to be travelling into the shallows? The weather's a bit warmer, the water's warmer. It could well be worth a try. Over there, just the other side of the street, is another lake called Sycamore. I don't know much about that one. I never fished it last time I was here. I'm not going to walk around all the lakes. What do I see in the corner? That's just in that peg I said about. It might be a sign to try it tomorrow. I'm just going to walk around some of these waters, give you a heads up and have a look at them. The one below me now, beautiful looking lake called Pat's Pool. Now I believe Pat's Pool is one of the specimen waters with the big carp. And that's it down there. And now you can see, I think they might have put a dye in the water. The water's looking very greeny blue, maybe to kill off some of the algae. Some people fishing it, a lot of bivvies bivvied up all down the other side. I'll have a chat with them later, see how they've got on. There's the aerators, as I was saying, between the islands. And if you go between this island here, this first gap, this is where you get in that shelf of the 6 to 7 foot down to the 8 foot of water. So this could be another good peg here, peg 20, oh no, peg 13. Peg 13, we've got a nice big open peg as you can see. Again, we've got some lovely little water lilies. And Iris is down to the left of you there to fish between the pegs. You know, island. It's not too far of a chuck for the feeder, you clip up, get tight to it, and then you've got the aerator there as well. Definitely worth a cast. Even pellet waggler. But because you've got the flow coming towards you, if say the flow, the disturbance coming towards you, I'd certainly be tempted to start pimping in maggot and cast a shallow and getting those F1s up if you could, especially if it's going to be warm and bright like it is today tomorrow. You know, definitely well worth it. So yeah, this is something that I tell you what, that Specimen Lake, what a beauty looking lake that is. Look at that. What a lovely looking water. It's a shame that's a Specimen Lake. I mean, look at the lily pad sections and things like that, just, oh, screams fish. There's an aerator on that, but they haven't turned it on obviously, but probably put it on during the evening for when the oxygen levels dive. Yeah, I like this lake. I do love this lake. It is the first one that got me. I'm going to pause it here and get to another water and have a look around that one. Right, back again, just walked on a bit further, just around the back of Polowen at the moment, looking at these quieter areas that nobody's in. Some lads fishing up that end, as you can see. They've been catching fairly regular all day. They've been getting F1s and Crassios. One guy's been having some nice bream. Oh, there's a lovely big carp just cruising out there now. Would be perfect for mugging. See, that's why I walk down these areas where there's nobody. I mean, look at this peg. Just look at it. It's quiet. You got the corner. You've got overhanging trees and shelter. Sunlight coming here on here towards the end of the day, so it's staying warm longer. You know, and like I say, you're out of the way of a lot of the busy side where there's nobody walking. The aerators are quieter, and you're not getting as much pressure from fish. And I'm seeing a lot more carp near the surface down here. There's a couple of F1s over there on the, just off those rushes on the island over there. Pardon me, a couple of F1s over there, or Carassios, because the Carassios are more that goldy one. A couple of ducks having a bit of a fun. But this is, like I say, this is the first lake. I will try and do a little video from each lake if I'm fishing it or not. But I'm not going to spend too long because I'm half tempted to run up and get the gear and have a go for an hour before it gets dark. Just come down with the margin pole and have a dabble in the corners. I don't know. What do you reckon? Is it worth it? I'll have a walk up here anyway. I can't even remember what lake I'm walking up to here. I know there's another lake right in front of me, but could be a stop pond for all I know. Here we go. What's this one? There's a couple of guys fishing down there. There's a lot. It's much more of a quaint pool, for want of a word, this one. Nope, that doesn't tell me what lake it is, that just tells me which ones are closed for the match. I have a feeling this might be Python. I don't know. I'll have to look for the sign and see which one it is, but again, very quaint little pegs. Got a little stocky pond that side. You know, nice little pegs like this. Again, easy chucks to the island. Oh, this would be a nice peg, you know, look. You've got a nice little chuck to the island, if you want a feeder or pellet waggler. Nice little gaps between the island. Overhanging reeds towards the next peg. And then over here, you've got the water inlet. And there, where there's water inlet, there's normally fish. Anywhere off of there, you'll normally find fish. Always been like that on every lake of fish. There's a lot of bubbles coming up here. If this is the one I think it is, then I know that it's prolific for smaller carp and F1. It's, you know, small fish from 12 ounces to 3-4 pound average. If that's the one I'm thinking of, I don't know. But we'll find out, and I shall move on. Pause again. Well, gentleman fishing there, he's watching him getting knocks and that all the time, but he's not hitting them. Maybe down to bait, could be anything, but he is getting knocks. Funny one. Again here. Just pick him out the edge. It is a beautiful lake. I mean, these pegs here, a lot shorter range to the island. You could easily fish your pole to the island here. You know, or waggler to them, anything really. This is just set up for any pleasure. I'm just hoping I'm getting to the front here. We'll see which one it is. I do. Just gonna have a quick walk. Won't take 2 seconds. And this one is, it's Python. There's no info on this one here, like I say, it's quite a uniform lake. It's not deep, but it's straight off the car park, dead easy to get to. And you know what, this might be the one I just have a crack on for an hour in a minute. But there you go, that's just the first 2 lakes there at the car park. There's the car park right here. So that's how far it is. You don't even need your trolley if you're just going to have a quick sesh. You just carry a bag and a basket and some bits and bobs. So there, there's your first 2 lakes of Whiteacres that I've done for this one. I'll take you over to the map on here and show you the ones that I'm hoping to try. Now I'm going to do a video with a young lad who's coming down to us, who's new to fishing really, and we're going to try and do fish on every method. So we're going to go on the feeder, we're going to go on the float rod, and then we're going to go on the pole and the margin pole and try and get a fish on every one of them, and that'll be on Jenny's Lake. This one here, this Jenny's Lake, is renowned for mixed bags. Good fun lake. There's Python, the one we just walked around, and there's Pallowan. Trelawney is another match one. They do a lot of matches on Trelawney. Good fun lake for carp and F1s. Good head of bream in there as well. I'm sure Nelson's is another specie one, a bit like Pat's Pool. You've got these 2 here that are predominantly carp lakes, if you will, from what I know, but still good fun. And then these 3, I've only fished Twin Oaks. Now Twin Oaks, wow, what a day I had up there when I fished it last. Averaging carp of 5 to 6 pound up to double figure, on the pole, on the margins, shallow, everywhere. I mean, I had a pleasure session of about 8 hours. I had well over £100 plus of fish. It was great fun. You know, I wasn't pushing it, wasn't flogging it, good fun. So yeah, keep you updated on how it all goes and hopefully start my video in properly tomorrow. Cheerio, bye, and tight lines.